And you're welcome back. The Electoral Commission will be addressing the press in a few minutes from now. We'll be taking you shortly to the EC's headquarters, where, of course, the commissioners are expected to update the nation on the exercise so far. But then if you get to the Electoral Commission's Facebook page, you'd get updates on some of the figures that we're getting so far. We'll be putting all of that up for you shortly so you are able to track what's been happening to the exercise so far. But let's bring in the Deputy General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Mustapha Gbande, who's joining the conversation this afternoon. Grateful, sir, that you've been able to spend some time with us. So very shortly, we'll be hearing from the EC on the official figures in terms of update as of now and where we are in terms of the registration process. But indications we're getting is that the numbers appear to be shooting up, crossing almost the 50,000 mark as of now. Are you impressed as a political party with the speed of work by the EC so far?
Thank you very much. As a political party, we so far really impressed in the commitments, clear and explicit, that the NDC stand very disappointed in the manner that the Electoral Commission have handled.
Okay, but we seem to be having some challenges there connecting with Mustapha Gbande, who will be joining us with more shortly when we hear from the Electoral Commission. The Commission also putting out some data on its Facebook page in terms of the Electoral Commission. We'll get you some updates shortly on that. But Mustapha Gbande is back on with us. Mr. Gbande, apologies there. We lost the initial points you're making. I was asking if you're impressed as a political party.
Yeah, so the NDC stand very disappointed as to the manner the Electoral Commission is handling the exercise. What is very clear is that the numbers continue to double. The queues continue to increase. Invariably, what that means also is that a lot of Ghanaian youths are desirous of registering. However, they are in the queues suffering, getting angry, they cannot get food, they come from the villages and they are frustrated. This is what the Electoral Commission have subjected them to, and we cannot be happy about such a development. As we speak, the Electoral Commissioner is withdrawing a couple of machines from these same registration centers. So when the numbers are increasing, the Electoral Commission is reducing the machine force. What it means is that
this is based on an official communication from
we don't understand. The Electoral Commission should be answering for these questions.
Yeah, I'm asking you because the source of the information needs to be questioned. The EC hasn't officially communicated.
This is not a political information. This is what the Electoral Commissioners at the various district offices are saying, that the EC headquarters is withdrawing the standby machines that they have given the various registration centers. And this is a fact. This is verifiable from any quarters, any registration center. And so what we are quite surprised is that whereas the numbers are increasing, the Electoral Commission is withdrawing the machine force. And so what is going to be happening is that still there will be pressure, there will be traffic. I don't know if the Electoral Commissioner enjoys seeing that mob, that number of Ghanaians, suffering in the queues. That is what we are also very confused about. But the NDC is certainly very happy about the level of enthusiasm, the commitment by young people of this country to defy the odds and to register. That is what we are very happy about. Apart from that, you can also talk about the unnecessary cost that members of parliament, poor members of parliament, parliamentary candidates are being plunged into needlessly, that the Electoral Commission is not willing to bear the cost of transporting officers to registration places per decentralized, act of regulation 2 of the CI 91. That these MPs will have to feed the people in the queue, give them water to drink, and all of it, we are accusing politicians of corruption when the Electoral Commissioner is creating a room for politicians to bear unnecessary cost.
Okay, I get the point you're raising, but we still have a few more minutes to confirm that from the Electoral Commission. The point about the figures, the reason why I'm asking the question is in just a space of 5 days, the EC shooting their numbers significantly into the region of some 50,000 plus. What indications are you getting in terms of your outfit as well? Are you doing the tallying, also trying to monitor the process? What figures are you getting as a political party from your agents?
We are following and doing our tally. Our election directorate, I believe, that has the figures. I don't have them offhand before this interview, but I'll quite agree that we have our system tracking the values, tracking the data accurately, and we would project that against what the Electoral Commission will be speaking to. But what is very clear in terms of the figures so far is that majority of the people who have registered to vote in December 2024 are doing so using the Ghana card medium. What that means, without Ghana card, it means they are using the guarantor system. What that means is that without the guarantor system, all these people, constituting close to 70% of the people who are registering today, wouldn't have been able to register. They wouldn't even get close to the exercise only because they don't have a Ghana card. And that, if the NDC didn't push for a retention of the guarantor system, all these people would have been disenfranchised by government and the Electoral Commission to support the MPP. The MPP's crust agenda is that they don't want a lot of Ghanaians to add on to the voter register as it exists. They want to ensure that they either reduce the numbers or the numbers remain the same.
Okay.
That is the only way.
Unfortunately, you don't speak for the New Patriotic Party. We need to be fair to the political party. They've never said that on record. So it's fair to say the NPP hasn't said that.
Yes, we agree with that. We don't speak for the NPP. We don't need to speak to them. We need to know their game plan. We need to know that when a system of government is being run to make it very difficult for people to register voluntarily, what that means is voter suppression. And when they lead the voter suppression agenda, invariably what it means is that they cannot have people who will not vote for them getting onto the register because they know that the first-time voters are likely to vote for the NDC because everybody is disappointed in the governance of Nana Akufo-Addo and his system. They have done a lot of harm to this country, so the young people will not vote for them. Even the people they claim they have given free SHS, they are back home and they are being told that until further notice, they don't even know when they are going to school. This morning, you have heard Nagrat calling for the cancellation of the double track system. You have heard authorities dissatisfied with the system in the senior high schools. What that means is that the young people are not happy with this government. So they will not vote. If they are not going to vote, then it means that there should be a way to make sure that they don't get the opportunity to register. Hence, the inducement for the Electoral Commission to maintain her position that she will not decentralize registration process.
I see. And now, of course, we'll have the opportunity very shortly to listen to the chairperson of the commission to address some of these issues. Then, of course, we'll expand the conversation further. But just to point out as well that the EC, even before the conclusion of the exercise, is raising concerns about the infiltration by minors. The chairperson of the Electoral Commission pointing out that some politicians and also the political parties are aiding these minors to come onto the electoral roll. It's the reason for which I guess the Ghana card would have checked all of these problems from looking at it from the perspective of the EC.
With Ghana card system, all we said is that the service of acquiring a Ghana card has not been accessible enough to Ghanaians. In fact, the situation now validates this position, that if about 65% to 70% of the people who are registering as of now are doing so without Ghana card, what it means is that we need to start somewhere and get to where the EC wants us to get to. But to wake up one night without a Ghana card system, offices of the NIA not functioning, and you say that if you don't have a Ghana card, you will not vote, it's a complete affront to law. It's a complete deviation of Article 42 of the 1992, Constitution. What is a guarantee that the people who came to register who are minors, if the Electoral Commission so has evidence, came through the guarantor system? What even showed that the same guarantor system that was used to acquire Ghana card didn't allow for minors? And so, if the Electoral Commission has people or political parties that are aiding minors to be registered, she should name and shame. That will help us clean the system. But apart from that, all she's saying is baseless. She's just saying something to buttress the difficult situation she has created for the people of this country. I don't agree that any political party is aiding minors. The NDC is not aiding minors. Maybe the MPP is doing that in Ashanti region. We are not aware yet. But the NDC will certainly not undertake such an exercise which is affront to law. We do know that everyone who goes before an Electoral Commission officer is meant to go through a procedure of law, procedure of registration, administered by the Electoral Commission officer. Those people are competent enough to do their work, and they are doing the same. And so if the commissioner comes to say there are minors registering, is it not her officers who are registering the people? Did you put the Deputy General Secretary of the NDC at the registration centers to be registering, or the Deputy General Secretary of the MPP to be registering? The people there are Electoral Commission staff. So you can't accuse your own staff like this. If she has some evidence, she should bring that evidence out.
To point out that we'll be seeing you in a bit, the EC will be addressing the press in a moment from now. Mustafa Gbande is the Deputy General Secretary of the party. He will be joining us once we have that address made by Jane Menta, which will be happening in a few moments from now.